I work for the Live Oak Public Library. Today we're going to be doing the spice of the month for February, which is cinnamon. The recipe I've chosen for today is praline apple waffle cookies. The recipe was taken from the Pillsbury Best of the Bake Off cookbook here in the library. You can check this out.
The history behind cinnamon. Cinnamon was considered one of the first traded spices in the ancient world. There are many biblical references to this spice, and it is mentioned in the Bible by its Hebrew word, canamun. Cinnamon was considered so valuable during this time it was equal in worth to gold and ivory. It was regarded as suitable gifts for monarchs and for gods. Ancient Egyptians used cinnamon as part of their embalming rituals. Physicians from the Middle Ages used cinnamon to help treat cold and throat ailments such as coughing, hoarseness, and sore throats. Arab traders brought the spice through trade routes into Egypt, where it was bought by Venetian traders from Italy who held a monopoly on the spice trade in Europe. At the beginning of the 16th century, Portuguese traders arrived in Ceylon, known as Sri Lanka, where this spice was growing, and it was the largest producer of cinnamon at that time. During the 17th century, the Dutch took control of the island of Ceylon and the monopoly of the cinnamon trees. Eventually, the Dutch monopoly over cinnamon disappeared because the world found they could grow it successfully in other locations. Today, cinnamon is grown in South America, West Indies, and other tropical climates.
The ingredients you'll need for today are 1 1/4 cups of firmly packed brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of butter softened, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 1/2 cup of shredded peeled apple. And then a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar to sift on the top when you're through. So first of all, you're going to get your waffle iron heated to a medium-low heat. And then we're going to beat together the brown sugar and the butter until it's blended in a large bowl. So I'll do that now until it's blended. And next we're going to add the eggs and the vanilla. So I'll just put that into there. Just add that to the mixture, and then the teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. All right, I'm going to mix that in together. Now we're going to add the 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. Add it all in, the teaspoon of cinnamon and your salt, and a 1/2 or an 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. And then we'll beat this again, get it blended. Now we're going to stir in a 1/2 cup of finely shredded peeled apples, and also if the recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of finely chopped pecans, which we don't have, but I'm going to stir those in to the batter. So I've heated the waffle iron and I've sprayed it with the non-stick spray, and we're going to drop the dough by heaping teaspoonsful 2 inches apart onto the iron to make our cookies. That may not be quite 2 inches. We'll just try this and see how this goes. Okay, then we're going to bake this in the iron for 1 1/2 or 2 minutes until the cookies are a deep golden brown. All right, so we're going to take these up and serve them while they're warm. You can put them on a cooling rack to cool, and that will make them a little crispy. Or you can leave them soft. I'll just flip that one over. And then you just dust the top with a little powdered sugar. Or if you like, you could add more cinnamon to that. There you go. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please look out for more from the Suwannee River Regional Library in the future.